So this is a basic demonstration of the assignment work at Motorq. So let me refresh the web page first. This is the dashboard page, and this is all about the clustering. So as you can see, the nearby points are shown in clusters. So if we click on any cluster, the thing is that we are targeting to that particular cluster, and zoom in happens. Now let's suppose we are targeting this three cluster. If we click on this, we can see that these three points, marker points, are there. So now if we hover on any marker point, we can see that we get to see a pop-up which displays basically the customer name, followed by VIN and the speed, and towards the right of the card, like towards the right of the customer name, you can see there is a symbol which shows whether the ignition is on or off. So the grade vehicle shows ignition is off, and if we try to see, like in this one, it shows a fire symbol, which means ignition is on. So this is all about the pop-up marker. Now if we talk about the data here, data is simply dummy data. Now, like if we click on any of these markers, so if we click on any of the clusters, we get to zoom in. But eventually if we click on any of the marker cluster, so a details pane open towards the right. As you can see that like if we click on any marker which is here near the Balotra, so we get the same point here which shows the current location of the vehicle here on the top of the details page, followed by the other details. Here we can also like edit the details. So if we want to change, suppose driver name, if we type add extra y at the end of driver's name, and we click on update, we get to see that it has been updated successfully. So here also in the pop-up you can see that the last name of driver is displayed with extra y. So here like we can close this side menu as well. So in this dashboard page, you can see that like I have implemented filters as well. So you can filter based on these different criteria simultaneously. Suppose like we have updated the driver's name correctly, it was something like Mondy. So yeah, you can see that we get to see the filtered result. We can reset the filter, which will again start showing all the vehicles at once. This is all about the dashboard page. And now if we move to the vehicles page, so this is a table which the each row represent individual vehicle data. Now this table actually supports infinite scroll. So in the initial render, so it is trying to get 500 rows of data. Suppose if we move to the if we try to infinitely scroll, and if we exceed beyond a certain level, so we can see that it has loaded extra data. So it's keep loading extra data after certain point in time. So this is all about infinite scroll. Now if we click on any particular row, so again we get to see the details pane in this page as well. So again we can perform the same, all those functions like update the details and save the new details as well. We can also perform filtering and all those things in this table. Suppose like the recent one that we updated, it was I guess Mondy. So yeah, we get to see the driver's name with Mondi as a last name. So we are able to filter the tabular data as well, and we can filter using across different filters simultaneously. Suppose if we want to search about driver names which has MO, there are a lot of driver, and if we want to search about driver's name with MO and VIN as, let's say, EY, okay, then we get the desired result. So this is all about table. And apart from that, like as you can see that this app has a two buttons towards the top. On the top we are able to add a new vehicle. Suppose if we try to add a new vehicle, its customer name is XYZ, driver's name again the same, VIN, some random characters. And if we try to submit, and if we try to search like the recently created driver that we have created, so yeah, so this is the one that we have created recently. And yeah, so this also supports the dark mode feature. uh, and needless to say, like this also has mobile device support, so it can display everything in mobile device as well, and is very much responsive. And one more thing, as you might have noticed that this particular entire project is currently hosted on this particular URL. So anytime you can visit this URL. I'll give a link of this URL. You can anytime visit it. That's all.